All right, my friends. Happy Friday Eve day to everybody. You know how I like to do this every single week. I've got Instagram, well, not every single week when it's me by myself. Instagram up here on my iPhone, going live. Hey, Instagrammers. Down here on my laptop, I've got Facebook, a couple of spots on Facebook, and YouTube using StreamYard. If you're coming to me through YouTube, I want you to smash the subscribe button so you never miss a single weekly live training with me. And pop your questions into the comments, YouTubers. I will see those after the live is over. Instagrammers, same thing. Pop your questions and comments into the chat as we go along. I will see those after the live is over, and I will be happy to get into the DMs and answer any questions you have about business, email list growth, visibility, all the things. Facebookers, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give permission for StreamYard to show your Facebook username so it doesn't just say Facebook user on my StreamYard dashboard. Let me double check that I am actually live in my group. Yep. Okay, cool. With the day I've had this morning, I'm really glad that we're live in the group. We didn't have power for a while. That was fun. I was like, okay, how are we going to do this? Anyway, I digress. This is what we're going to talk about today. I want to take your temperature. That's what we say here at the Beaver's house. I'm just taking your temperature. I want to see how you're feeling about your business. And I want to give you some actionable tips to help navigate, just in case you may be feeling like right now you're walking through mud. We've all had days like that. But just in case we are brand new to each other and we've never met, I want to introduce myself. I'm Tracy Beavers. I am an award-winning business and sales coach with over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth. And several years ago, I became completely fed up with corporate structure. I've been in corporate America ever since I graduated from college. I had had enough, so I hatched a plan to leave. And back in my second full year of business, I blew well past the six-figure mark. And I'm sharing that with you. You hear me say that every single week. And I'm sharing that with you, not because I'm a braggy braggerson. You guys know me better than that. But because if you are building your business alongside a full-time job, Instagrammers, Facebookers, and YouTubers, if you guys are building this alongside a full-time job and you're thinking, am I ever going to get there? Is this ever going to work? Is my dream ever going to come true? I'm proof of that. If I can do it, you can do it. You just have to set your mind to it, create an action strategy, and create an exit plan, an action strategy, and an exit plan, and then just work the plan, right? I have coached hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you guys over the years to get you more visibility for your business in the online space and to help you grow your email list so you get that consistent monthly income that you really, really want. The consistent monthly income we all want, right? Because it's really hard to plan anything in your business if you don't know from month to month what your revenue is going to do. All right, as I mentioned before, pop your questions and comments into the chat. I will see those at the end. Instagrammers, I'll see those after I'm off live. And then if you're coming to me by replay, go ahead and pop your questions and comments in the chat into the chat. I will see those and I will swoop in and be happy to answer your question. So here we are. It's March, right? March 7th. I had to look at the clock. March 7th. It's the last month of Q1 of 2024. Cannot believe we're here. We're almost at the end of Q1. So I want to ask you, how are you feeling about your business? How are you feeling about your business growth? How are you feeling about your income and your ability to navigate and survive being an entrepreneur? Does it feel like you're walking through mud? I get it. If you said yes, Tracy, currently I'm feeling like I'm walking through mud. I totally get it. I want you to know, first of all, you are not alone. Because I remember years ago, starting this online business alongside my corporate job. And I remember when I fully exited corporate and I was here doing the online business all alone suddenly. And coming from a corporate background where everything was in person or by phone, business growth was done face to face, right? So I got into this online space and everything felt different and it felt weird. And there were so many new terms to learn. Kajabi, funnel, lead magnet, freebie, opt-in. I was like, landing page, sales page, what in the world? I felt like I needed a decoder ring to understand what everybody was saying. And I also felt like I was drinking from a fire hose, trying to be visible on social media, trying to network online, creating the free lead magnets that everybody said I needed, creating my offer so that people would buy my stuff and I could make some money. I was doing all of the things, and I literally felt like I was slogging through mud, and it could not feel any slower. My steps felt heavy and slow, and I kept thinking, when does this get easier? Like, when do I get to the grassy part where I can like run and frolic, right? And skip and be happy? No, I felt like I was just, I can't believe I just did that on live TV. Anyway, might make you come back for more next week because you never know what I'm going to say. But I've literally, you that sound that your shoes make when it's sucked into the mud and you're kind of, yeah, that's how I felt. So tell me if that sounds like you. Tell me in the comments, tell me in the chat. Does that sound like you? Does that feel like you, at least sometimes in your business? And here's the thing, the time in the mud can really derail us if we let it. Business growth feels slow. Income is sporadic at best. Everybody seems to be running past us. Like everybody else seems to be on the grassy part, right? Everybody else is, it's like when you watch a runner, we just had the Little Rock Marathon last week. Why do those people make running look so easy? Can we talk about that for a second? Every time I see a runner, I'm like, oh, I could totally do that. And then I get out there and try to do it, and my body goes, nope, not for you. But that's how it feels. It feels like you're running this race, but you're stuck in the mud and you're clomping along, and everybody else is just whizzing on by you like it's no big deal, right? And when that happens, it's like super tempting to just go, you know what? I don't think this is for me. I'm gonna roll out of the mud here. I'm gonna go get a job, right? Or we just want to stop to rest, which is not always a bad idea. But if you're stopping to rest too often, you're not going to get where you want to go. We are learning all the things. We're creating all the things. We're marketing all the things. And we're doing all of the things we need to do to get the business off the ground. And it feels like an enormity, right? Is that even a word? Did I just make up a word? It feels enormous. That's the word I was looking for. But we've got to remember that every step in the mud, no matter how slow, no matter how hard, gets you closer to the grassy part where things are smooth and you can walk easier and it doesn't feel so difficult. So this feeling of the mud, this heaviness, is only temporary, although it doesn't feel like it. And we have days, I had days where I was saying, am I ever going to get there? I was talking to one of my clients the other day. She's still fairly new in the online space, building her visibility, building her email list. And she's like, I feel like I am making no progress. And this is where a great coach comes into play, because I was able to say, oh, no. I have been watching your progress and you're doing amazing. You're just not paying attention to it because you're trying to do the next thing and you've forgotten how far you've come. And what I reminded her of was that she's in the hardest part. When you are building this thing and getting this online business off the ground and you're doing the free lead magnets, trying to get visible, trying to do the social media stuff, trying to create an offer, launching that, all the things, you're in the hardest part, I promise. The key to success at this point in business is to keep moving forward, taking the next step, doing the next right thing, making progress, even if it feels like you're just going inches forward, right? We cannot let the mud derail us physically and mentally. Every step, no matter how sluggish, is getting us closer to that lush, grassy place where we can run around and enjoy what we've got. And when we're slogging through our to-do list, learning the new skills, crafting those lead magnets, the offers, the content, hustling like crazy to get visibility, it can feel like, as I mentioned, that you're not making any progress, but you are. You are laying the foundational pieces for something that is going to be truly amazing. And I want you to remind yourself of that. You are laying the foundational pieces, the very necessary foundational pieces for something that is going to be truly amazing. So you're thinking, okay, Tracy, this sounds great. What do I do? I'm going to give you some stepping stones you can use to help you keep moving forward when this thing starts to feel like a slog and you feel like you're in the mud. First of all, this is going to annoy the heck out of you because it annoyed me for so long. Embrace the process. I promise you, if one more person told me, well, just enjoy the journey, I thought I was going to throw up. I really did. I was like, how am I supposed to enjoy this journey when I'm spinning 10 plates in the air at the same time and I'm over here worried that I'm not going to make any money, nobody's going to want to buy my stuff, and I'm going to have to go back and get a job, right? I mean, if I had a dime for every time somebody said that to me, I would be a wealthy woman. And I would think, like I just said, I'm rolling around in the mud over here. How am I supposed to enjoy this thing? How am I supposed to make this business a success? Well, you know what? They were right. We have a choice. We can either embrace the process of learning, trying, failing, or we can rail against it in frustration. Which one is the better choice? Which one serves us better? You know the answer. We have to cut ourselves some slack because we're growing and we're learning, and we have to stay persistent and moving forward. Okay, stepping stone number 2, mind your mindset. I know, you probably just rolled your eyes. I get it. Here's the thing. Being positive is a decision. That's it, plain and simple. It's a decision. It is. And your subconscious believes every single word you say. So be careful what you think and what you say and what you tell yourself, even if it's in your own head. Stay focused on solutions, not problems. If you're saying, nobody's ever going to want this, nobody's ever going to hire me, it's always, oh gosh, the sun's not out again. It's just a gloomy day. It's always gloomy. This is my luck. That one drives me crazy. Well, this is just my luck. This is just how it is. Really? If that's the way you think, then that's what you're going to get. Your subconscious is going to go, oh, okay, that's our luck. Well, I'm going to get you some more of that. All right. So choose to stay positive. It is a decision. It's not always easy. It's not always easy, but it is a decision. All right. 3, step by step is the way to go. Step by step. Break down the larger projects into bite-sized pieces so you can navigate with ease. And this is where a great coach comes into play. I was just going through the live Q&A call this morning with my Business Visibility Made Easy alumni that have been through the program, and then they can go into the alumni membership. And a couple of them are working on launching. They're doing live master classes, and they're like, what do we need? And so we were going step by step through it, because launching is a big project, right? And we can let it overwhelm us if we don't break it down. So break things down into simple, smaller, manageable tasks. Give yourself quick wins and cross those things off on your list, and then celebrate yourself. Because it doesn't matter how minute something is. If you did it and you did it well and you got it done, write it down. Does anybody else besides me go do a load of laundry and then come back and write it down on my list so I can cross it off? Is that just me? Yeah, no, we need to do that. All right, another stepping stone. Don't go it alone. Listen, Instagrammers, don't go it alone, okay? Facebookers and YouTubers. You guys hear me say this every single week, and there is a reason why. Doing this entrepreneurial gig alone, by yourself, in your house, is a recipe for failure. It is a death sentence, in my opinion. And I hate to sound dramatic with it, but it's the truth. It is too hard to do this by yourself. It is. Get into a community of support that is working alongside you. You're all doing the things. Now, don't compare yourself to anybody else in that group. But get into a community of support where people are willing to help you when you need it. They're cheering for you. You got people that will answer your questions. My free Facebook group, you heard me say this every single week. I believe it is the best group on the Facebook platform for online entrepreneurs. Be a confident entrepreneur, get visible, grow your email list, and your income is the name of the group. If you're not in the group, you need to be. You can promote your offers anytime. You can ask for help anytime. You got a lead magnet you're working through. You need feedback you need to poll people and ask their opinion on something. You are on the struggle bus mentally and you don't think you can do this anymore. This is the community for you. So come in and let us help you and let us stick together, right? Okay. Also, be willing and open to learning and adapting. Be willing and open to learning and adapting and evolving as you go. Your online business is never going to be fully built. It is going to evolve and change over time. And that was something I learned by myself the hard way. I wish somebody had told me this, but it's the truth. We're not building a McDonald's franchise that you build it, you've got the construction plans, you've got the equipment, you've got all the stuff, you put all the stuff in, you hire the people, and you're like, look at that. There's my McDonald's franchise. That's not what we're doing. If you follow anybody, Jasmine Starr, James Wedmore, Jenna Kuchar, Amy Porterfield, Tony Robbins, all the people, Mel Robbins, where they started is not where they are now. Okay. So where you're starting now is a great spot, but you're going to grow and evolve and your business is going to change over time. So don't get so focused like I did on, oh my gosh, if I work faster and I work harder, I'll get this thing built faster and then it'll start making money for me. I was wearing myself out until I realized I needed to just keep going and evolve. All right. Celebrate your wins. This is really important. Celebrate your wins and your progress. Small, big, personal, professional, it all counts. If you're in my free Facebook group, every Monday we start with a win. If you coach with me as a client or a student, the first thing that we say on every call is, you're going to give me a win. Even if it's, I showered today or I'm here today, right? That's a win in my opinion. And so every Monday in my free Facebook group, be prepared. I'm going to ask you, there's a post there that says, give me your wins. And it just sets your mindset up for positivity and it reminds you of how far you've come. I also want you to remember your why. You hear this a lot too, but it's fundamental. Why did you start this business in the first place? For me, I was sick and tired of not having control over my time, my schedule, and truly in the end, my money, even though I was in a sales role and supposedly had a commission structure. Yeah, that wasn't the truth. And I wanted to show my kids what was possible. So when I'm having a bad day where I'm feeling like I'm slogging through the mud and everything feels like it is taking 3 weeks longer than it needs to, I have to say, okay, Tracy, there's a reason why you're doing this, and do the next right thing and decide to be positive, right? And then I want you to stay consistent and be patient. I know you probably rolled your eyes at me again. I get it. Consistency and patience. If you follow me for any length of time, you know what I'm going to say. These are the wonder twins of business success. Consistency and patience are your best friends. A lot of people can be consistent, but they're not being patient. Then their consistency goes off the rails, right? They just like, well, this didn't work. I'm going to stop. They were consistent for 30 days. It didn't work. They got impatient. They quit. Some people are not really good with consistency and they're really good with patience, which is great. But if you don't have consistency in your business, consistent visibility, then nothing is going to gel and it's not going to work. All right. Those are your best friends when it comes to business success. So I hope today's chat has empowered you to give you the stepping stones that you need to navigate the mud of entrepreneurship so you can get to that grassy area where everybody's having a great time and picnicking and frolicking and skipping, and your business, walking in your business feels a whole lot easier. I am going to go over into StreamYard and check the comments really quick. I've been looking at my notes. Y'all know I like to look at my notes. All right, it says Facebook user. Somebody said, hi, Tracy, glad to catch you live. I can't see your name. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're here. Ruth is here. Yes, Ruth is agreeing. Cheryl, Cynthia, yes. And Ruth says she feels smothered. I get it. I get it. And so hopefully these stepping stones that I gave you today are going to help you. So go back and listen, make yourself a note and put it on a sticky note and put it near your laptop. That's always a really great strategy. Every week I say the same thing. What do I say? Being an entrepreneur is freaking hard. Some days everybody wants to buy what you're selling and other days nobody can remember your name. And here's the thing. If you think you're alone feeling that way, you're not. We're all proof of that. We're all here together. A whole bunch of people in the comments were saying they felt the very same way. So this is where I want you to come join my free Facebook group. Be a confident entrepreneur, get visible, grow your email list and your income. Answer the membership questions so that we know you're a legit entrepreneur, not a bot account. We've had some bot accounts try to join. That's kind of amusing. We've got over 2,500 entrepreneurs in the group, experts in every category. I cannot possibly know everything about everything. And any coach that says they do, they're not telling you the truth. But we've got copywriters. We've got website tech people that understand the tech of the stuff and the things. We have podcast experts. We have all kinds of experts. So come into the group, get the help that you need, and get into a community of support. So when you're feeling like crap, you've got people like us around you that can support you. You can also promote your offers anytime. I think I mentioned that earlier. I believe it's the best group on the platform. All right, don't go it alone. Be here live with me every Thursday at 11:30 Central. I'm not always live on Instagram. If I've got a guest expert or we're doing an entrepreneurial inspiration interview, then I'm going to be just on StreamYard with Facebook and YouTube. But you can always come into the group and catch the live. And you can always watch it on YouTube as well. All right, my friends. I love being with you. I love seeing you. I will see you next week, Thursday at 11:30 Central. Talk to you soon.